What I was about to say is you're essentially making an oil cooler sandwich between a radiator and an intercooler. Oh, what have you done?
I'm a fucking idiot.
What have you done?
I made 2 rights.
Does that make it wrong?
Oh man. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up.
So, we start this episode on a positive and a negative. The positive being, by the end of the day, the MX5 will be finished. Right? What? Am I correct in saying the MX5 is going to be finished today?
Yeah.
That's what you want to hear.
Oh, that's recording, is it? Alright, I didn't know. I was like, what are you leaning down for? I thought there's something wrong with you. I'm just looking at the back of the camera here. You don't need to slouch down.
Can I stand up?
Yeah, you can see you fully.
Oh, you can see me fine?
Yeah.
Well, this is all, I'm not sure if you're better slouching down, I'm not too sure. Anyways, the bad news is it's your last day. I'm not sure if you see this as a good thing or a bad thing.
No, it's been a long couple of weeks. So won't forget them.
That's what you're trying to say.
Won't be missed.
It's what you're trying to say. Unforgettable time. So yeah, so the never-ending list on the MX5 has slowly, I think, come to an end. And the last thing is the front of the car, which you got an early morning on it.
Yeah.
So Ryan likes to come in a few hours before us, and he probably gets the most amount of work done than he does all day in those first few hours because there's no one distracting him. So as you can see, he has the Jap Speed radiator and the Jap Speed intercooler ready to mount onto the front bars. And yeah, he's just going to be building up the front tube section. And I've also been told that these headlights are rubbish because the mounting plates in a different place have been crash repaired kind of thing.
If we make the headlights mount with broken brackets, when you break that headlight and you have to get a new one, all the brackets come in the wrong place.
Do you have no confidence that I'm going to be some pilot and I'm never going to crash and break a headlight?
Oh jeez, I miss you, you know that.
Okay, so as this is the last day, we're going to let him crack on with this. More than likely it's going to be a late night. We'll get some pizza, it'll be like a ending party. So yeah, we'll let him crack on with this and see where he gets to by the end of the day. And maybe if he finishes, we get pizza. If you've been a good boy.
Threat, is it?
There's no pizza if you don't finish. Connecting that to?
It's going to be welded to the frame like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll drill 2 holes, and I'll weld 2 nuts to the backside, and then I'll make a top plate that sits on, because you have to be able to remove it so you get the rad out.
Fancy.
You know, by welding on, you won't get the rad back out.
Just made his mouth bigger. We've taken out the teeth. It's got no teeth. It's more like
it's all like that.
It's more like a fish now.
Just a big blowfish MX5. Rocking.
With one eye.
Giving you the wink.
It's a special kind of fish.
Alright guys, we want to give a quick shout out to one of our partners here at Drift Games, Strom Wheels. As you can see here, we are going to be running the DS25 drift wheel on all of our drift cars. That's the MX5, the Mustang, and the Corvette. They come in 3 really cool sizes. This is a 9. It's perfect for a steering tire or steering wheel on a drift car because you obviously want to have as maximum lock as you can and not let it catch. That's perfect. And then you've got the 10.5s, which are these ones which have the huge concave on the back. As you guys can see, very strong around the edge of the rim for if you have any contact or if you want to keep a tire on the rim. This stuff is brilliant. So that's what we're looking forward to putting on our cars. As you can see, they come in this really cool dark chrome, but they also come in a bronze color as well. Grab them. There's not a huge amount of them left in stock, so get on the website Strom if you can and grab those wheels as quick as you can because these guys are putting out some amazing designs and also supporting Drift Games. So support the partners that support us. Strom Wheels, get on it.
Okay, so Ryan's last day is done.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Finished.
Not finished.
This.
Very not finished.
So technically Ryan's last day is done, which is today, but he's not done because he's got to do more days because there's more to do.
Stop coming up with new things to do, will you? We didn't get pizza either.
We didn't get pizza.
Not impressed at all.
It's late at night, we didn't get pizza. That could be the reason. Maybe you're hungry and yeah. And
I'm a bit hangry now, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
I say he's hangry and he's just annoyed at me because I genuinely thought I was making something a bit faster. So I cut the dash so it fits and there's nothing to hold the dash on. And then there's lots of holes.
Well, that was the last job to do. We were saying we're just going to do all the holes at the end. That's the handy job. So we just make a few templates and cut a few plates, weld them up, and be fine.
There was one other problem of these headlights are for.
Oh, we can show them.
Yeah, so we can't use them essentially. I didn't realize the facelift had different headlights, nor was it in my head because these have been stored away for so long. And yeah, they don't look great.
That's technically where it wants to go. You could probably trim it to fit, but like it looked terrible.
But yeah, that's not the biggest thing because at the end of the day, oh, well, you broke it there.
That fell. that fell, yeah.
Luckily, these headlights, unlike Dave's, are cheap-ish. So, the front is, the majority is done. So, yeah, literally just the intercooler. So, I've been advised, not even advised, I've been told just to leave you alone for most of the day tomorrow.
I think tomorrow now. Yeah.
You know, like the Corvette broke him. This is now breaking him. But on the plus side, we get him for another few days.
The Corvette didn't break me. Your clutch pedal broke me. Now I'm just kind of like, the hell with this car.
So yeah, I have.
See, I figure if you guys aren't here, you can't give me more things to do. So I'll just finish what I have to do, and then I'm just gonna go. And then when you guys find more things to do, I'll be like, see you later, pal.
Well, we're gonna be here obviously, so that's not gonna happen.
You're not gonna be here tomorrow.
I'm coming down tomorrow.
No, you're not.
So he thinks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Here at Drift Games, we absolutely love online drifting. But more importantly, for you guys watching at home, we want to get you in the game as well. So we've partnered up with digitalmotorsports.com, Ireland's first online sim store, who are experts in everything when it comes to online drifting. And they're going to give you guys a full free sim rig at the end of this series. Now I know you want to know, how do you win? But it's quite simple. Every single episode of Games Changers, we're going to release a letter. It looks a bit like this. And that letter will form a sentence. And at the end of the series, the first person who can put that full sentence together correctly wins a full simulator. Now that's not bad going.
For once, he could be happy to see me. Ryan! Oh! I said pizza and I promised you pizza. Looks like you got a bit of work done without me in here. You can actually knuckle down. Okay, so the Last Supper has been had.
The last one.
It was the Last Supper.
It was.
So we gave Ryan a break this morning and he has the bonnet pins.
Give me a break.
I did
You
give
just
you a
left
break.
me alone.
Define a break or leave alone. And you've got the rest of this mounted, I assume.
Yep.
You can't see. Can you see through here? See for the big smiley mouth. There you go. And we promise you today, the car. We're promising, Ryan. We're definitely promising today.
Did you video the dash when you put the dash in?
I'll get to the dash when we do the brackets. We won't show the dash yet. I did the dash. It's great. See? Verified.
Are we gonna ask me?
What?
You were gonna say something today. Do you think we're gonna what? Do you think we're gonna fish?
Yeah.
If you ask me that one more time, I might shoot that camera up your arse. Today is the last.
See, that's the real Ryan right there. That was an accidental filming moment. He seemed so happy and kept ask me that again.
Why'd you get sausage on my pizza though?
Because I can't remember the third meat that you have. Was it chicken? Chicken. I thought it was chicken.
Sausage. Did I tell you about the gloves?
What about the gloves?
Someone's given us like gloves.
You joking on your last
Finished
day?
today.
Well, you can have to come back for the gloves then.
But I'll be back for doing the exhausts and stuff. So it should be fine.
She didn't realise that someone's actually come on board. Thank you, whoever you are, for sponsoring the gloves. I'm sure when they get here, we will know more.
Nothing in life is free. That's why I'm asking you, what can you do for me?
Unfortunately, for copyright reasons, we've got to cut to something else now. We only have 15 seconds of copyrighted music. Oh, is that real? Seriously? Yeah.
Oh no way, I didn't know that.
Your 15 seconds is up. Is that bumper bar complete?
Yes and no, I just want to do one more bar from there to there just to stop that bend and then we're done.
There's a lot of bars going on there.
Yeah, but it's because the bumper's so far forward. It's so far away from the chassis.
It looks good anyways.
It looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Be honest. Are some of those bars for looks?
Oh yeah. It's all about looks and motorsport.
Okay, you said about an hour ago it was done. But now
Now it is finally done.
it is done.
You know me, Jim. You must have learned by now. I can never let the last 5%, 10% go. I don't want to chase it a little bit too long.
You almost don't want to run a bumper. It's actually got lines of the car just in the bumper.
It's class. Told you, man. It has to look like a dune buggy when it hasn't got any panels on it. But all the bars make sense though.
Explain the bars.
So you have a long bar from all the way from your main frame all the way out, and there's a bend here. So the idea of this bar is to brace that bend. So if we've got a hit, that will stop that bend just going.
Okay.
Then you have this bar, which is joining this to that. For the simple reason, if I got a hit here, the idea is that this will stop this just folding underneath the car.
It may have taken longer than you estimated. You may have got more carried away than what you planned on.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
But
It's worth it.
you like it?
Yeah.
But that's all that matters.
This is what you do every time you finish a bumper.
Just stand watch.
Stand back and look.
It looks cool though, doesn't it?
It does look cool. I could claim this is the nicest front to an NC in the world.
I'm not big-headed enough to do that.
No?
I'd probably be just kind of like, I think it's cool. If anybody else likes it, cool. If not, f*** you.
Yeah, that's not big-headed at all. I started my day with cutting out these, which we then realised, I think you were just giving me that as something to do to get out of your hair, because we soon realised that the car needs to be primed before these can actually go on, so that was a complete waste of time. And it actually took, I put a bit of effort into them.
You did.
I did do that.
Actually, I don't know if you remember, but I had you cut out a load of little circle plates.
Yeah, they're still over there.
They're still over there, so we just replaced the plates for tape.
Yeah, much easier. Second of all, this is the pièce de résistance of my journey today.
Oh, here we go.
So, you didn't want me to make this. So this is
I didn't say I didn't want
he did. So essentially the dash goes in there and it was flopping around, we needed something to mount it. So Ryan didn't trust me, but I had all the faith in myself. So I came up with this very nicely measured. So that goes there. And I even put riv nuts in it. That's how tasty I was being. And he actually said he's not going to use it if I make it.
I didn't say that.
You did.
I said, you might not make it look good and then we won't use it, but then what we're gonna do to it now, I have no problem with you using it. Because we're gonna weld into it. Josh was here.
I like how he has no problem putting stuff you're gonna let me, are you gonna let me weld it on as well?
I'm gonna let you weld it on too.
So literally, but something behind the dash that no one will ever see, he's let me do something to the car. So this is like the first day I think
I'm not letting you, it's your car. You can do whatever you want on the car. Here,
he literally hasn't let me touch a thing on here.
No, that is a lie. I have absolutely no problem with you touching your own car. I just wish you wouldn't.
Right, so let's quickly do all the rest of. I need to finish off cutting them. You can start wire welding.
I start welding them in.
No, you need to wire brush it first.
Okay, that was your job like 2 hours ago.
You stole the drill.
I needed it. You didn't.
Right, we're gonna quickly do this and get on to the last job of Josh Wazir. Are we doing it with a Z?
Huh?
Doing it with a Z?
No.
I think it needs to be a Z.
Was as in W-A-Z.
W-A-Z.
No, because then they'd be just like, wait, they can't spell either.
I can't spell stuff. It fits quite well.
We'll flip a coin on it.
Okay, we'll flip a coin. I like that idea. Right, let's turn for the rest of the stuff and get to Josh Wazir. Is almost 1 o'clock. Right, you gotta take the dash out now for my welding.
I have to take it.
Well, you can hold the camera then.
Yeah, I'll hold the camera. I'm grand.
You can be the filmer. I need a 20-second welding lesson.
Right, so what you want to do is you probably want to stand there. Don't slip now, you'd have an awful sore time. So what you want to do is you want to take one hand and like base yourself off something. So you want to like fix your hand with one hand. No, not on the place where you're welding, because that's going to burn you.
Okay,
Let's say off this or something.
Yeah.
And then you want to use your other hand to do your moving and your trigger. So what you want to do is you want to start down here.
Yeah.
You want to heat into the pipe.
Yeah.
And then pull it up into the plate.
And then going around in circles.
Yeah, so little ease.
That's what you want to do, ladies and gentlemen.
So you want to do that. You want to get your torch in straight into this cavity. That's what you want to be aiming for.
I'm going.
Go. Not too bad.
Would you? I think that looks alright.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Lad.
It's alright, to be fair. It's a bit squirrely in places, but like that's just because you're off balance. It's pretty good. A lot better than the last time you welded the escape rail. We're gonna cut to,
Can I just say
to a clip of that now.
I'm dealing with it.
Were you looking for the practice?
Can you imagine?
I'll keep looking.
That's not too bad.
You should be quite proud of yourself.
I am proud of myself. You know what?
Even a couple dimes in there too.
So this is the last job going on the car. You may start.
Why did I misspelled it? How funny would that be?
No, it wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't
And I'm not doing wads.
What's it? You put an arrow there. Oh, there you go. Now that's the finishing touch.
I actually think my handwriting is better with a welder than it is by my hand.
It's sturdy enough for a dash, I would say. That's still warm.
Yes, that's
It's like melted the glove. I reckon you got one more thing to tick off the checklist.
Fill holes, brace tunnel, trim underbody for exhaust, did that. Completed, mate.
Are you confident enough to...
Like.
Does that feel good?
Yeah.
It's almost such an anticlimax. Okay, so this is the chassis
Ready to go for paint?
ready to go to, we're not too sure if we're gonna get sandblasted or what we're going to do yet. But yeah, this is everything ready to go to the next stage, we're gonna go to the next level.
The next realm of its life.
The next realm of its life. So yeah, massive thank you to Ryan for putting up with us, and
To be fair, I'm pretty glad to be put up with now as well. So I think you guys have to deal with my temper tantrums as well as.
but don't show them on camera. Like you say, oh, Ryan's all calm and collective around us. I mean, he has his outbursts after our ridiculous things that we asked.
Do you think we're gonna fish?
Yeah.
If you ask me that one more time, I might shoot that camera up your arse. So usually it's like, you know, a long couple days. It leads up and builds up and builds up and builds up, and I just sort of have a little.
I would say, are you going to miss Ryan? But obviously you have liked him on the channel, and he is going to be back to do all the stainless work, to do the, was it the inlet, tubes and the exhaust on both the cars.
So we got exhausts, intercooler piping. You used to get custom rad hoses.
It's far too late, we can't even think right now. It's 2 or 3 or whatever time it is right now. This is now wrapped up for the next stage. Hopefully me, Mike, Dave and everyone will be able to do more in the car from this point. First of all, what's your favourite part in the car that you've done?
Bumper bar.
Bumper bar. I'm not gonna lie, the bumper bar is quite good. Let us know what you want.
I like the rear end as well.
But you've done, that's 2 things now.
I like a lot of things, yeah.
Well, that's good then. Let us know in the comments what your favourite thing is about the car and all the fabrication side. Anything that Ryan has done, because obviously anything that me or Mike have done to this stage, which is pretty much just strip the car, is not your favourite part. So let us know around the car, what is your favourite part or process, or maybe Ryan moment. It's gonna be the butterfly.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be that. Like, let's face it, there was no other memorable moments. The butterfly.
Okay, so we're gonna leave you guys there, and I don't even know what craziness is gonna happen on the next episode of Games Changers, but we shall see you guys there. I think you just got to go, Ryan. Like, your time's done now.
You what?
Your time's done. You just go.
Evening.
You just gotta go.
I'll just leave the tools and everything here.
Yep, just go. These are our tools now. I've never seen you run so fast.